Hello, everybody. We're going to play a game of my franchise. I'm playing today's game. Definitely don't have Justin Verlander right now because he's hurt in real life. And also, Parker Meadows, he collided in the outfield the other day, broke his arm. And so he's going to be out for a while, too. So let's get it.
Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers.
And duty shepherd the lost. For he is truly his brother's keeper, and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother. And you will know my call sign is Sandy One, when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
So the prayer is CSAR 2517, and it reads, and pray with me, please. The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Duty, shepherd the lost through the valley of darkness.
Hill here today, Justin Verlander. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, last time out, he's only able to complete 4 innings, but really battled. Didn't have his best stuff. I look for him to be better in this one.
Come on, Daisy. Come on.
Ready to go now?
Come on. Lay down. Good dog. Good Daisy.
And right away in Detroit. The 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr. 3 hits in the loss last night.
You know, Boone, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Sliced hard but foul. Look out, that ball smoked.
Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines just to ensure safety for the fans. Last thing is a player you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Stays alive. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one carrying. And it's out of here. Into the hole. And for a homer. He circles the bases. And the Royals strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. 2 for 6 so far in the series. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Ground ball to the right side. Torkelson takes it himself, and he's out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Verlander, over 200 career wins, a former first-round pick back in 2004. And that one finds its way through. So it's two out, not keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on the plate with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. Foul off. And they'll do it again. One run across the frame so far. Here in the run match of this 3-game series. That's a ground ball and foul ball. Off the mark there. Ball two. Inside just missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Strikeout. He didn't make it easy for the mound, but they still get the strikeout. The Royals get a run in on a solo homer. It's now 1-0. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back in Comerica Park. And on the hill today, Noah Cameron. What do we need to know here? Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Rimmed, but it curls foul. Torres with some impressive production lately. Here's a swing drive left field, and he knew it. It's his 8th home run of the year, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. Chris is over in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball run, he's got his timing locked in. It's looking pretty dangerous with the pitch right now. with a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. Just like BP all over there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Spencer Torkelson will hit next. This one's deep left field, on its way, gone! They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can see that's efficiency right there. Didn't need no time in the box to make an impact. Back-to-back Jacksons. This post was fired like that. This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters that are feeding on each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Dylan Dingler, 2 for 9 so far in the series. Swinging a foul straight back. Nobody out for the pair of runs across the frame here in the third and final game of the series. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one down. Let's take a check to the Tigers lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boone, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
This one in the air center field. Takes it in for the out. And now it's Baez.
He's hit for that. Came in the gates really strong.
That's the third. Throws the first in time. And that will end the inning. But 2-round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. One inning in the books here. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back here in Detroit, top of the second. So the Detroit Tigers have had an outstanding start to the season. Only a few weeks in, and so far they're every bit as good as expected, Singing.
They have the opportunity to see how confident this ball club is, and everyone knew coming in they were going to be a good team, and sometimes teams can struggle under those lofty expectations. But these guys so far, you can see the swagger, and on top of it, they're producing the results to back it up.
And while it's still early, we're definitely getting glimpses of how good they can be. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. 0-2 now. Outside the breaking ball. Smoked on the ground at second. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Jonathan Indians to play. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. That's in there. Garcia gets it lead at first. Nobody out. Run up the goal. Pitch outside. Throw.
When you're trying to sort of bat against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great job and hope that your speed finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
1-1 down. That one ripped the foul. Man at second. To the right side. He gets there with the slide. Onto the pitcher. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Maximus getting ready to hit. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Late swing, foul to the left. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. One away, runner at third. Here at the top of the second. Foul ball, it stays nothing in 2. To the right side. Not in time. He's safe. Man at first and 1 gone. And in the right fielder, Lane Thomas. Challenge from behind the dish here. Checks his swing. Now to field first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Strike 2. And it's foul off. They'll do it again. Man at first, 1 away. And he grounds one to the right side. Gets it to first. 2 gone. So the Royals batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Isaac Collins. He's 0-4.
Looks like he's just sizing it up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be the pitch that he turns on.
That's a base hit. And they push him in third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Now a chance for Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches. So some concern there. Two outs. And a count 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy can beat hard. You see the emotion there. I love it. Great job to get it out of the jam.
Back here in Detroit, bottom of the number 2, Javon Jones. Up now for the Tigers. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The 0-1. swing and a high fly ball left field. Collins has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. And up next for Detroit, Wenzel Perez. Out in front, rip foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. In the air, left field. And it's a fair ball. Around first, headed for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Solid down the line. That was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out of the play. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
One out. Runner at second. Cole Heath, the next to hit. Fourth rate in the series so far. Swings and sends a rocket to right. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. We move ahead to the third. Tied 2-2.
That was stupid.
Back at Comerica Park. New inning getting started. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. And a foul ball.
Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Breaking ball inside. Ball one.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The 2-2 now. Good eye in that spot. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
He was all over that one. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Just off the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. Lined into right, and there's one down.
Up next for the Royals, third baseman
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball.
Runner on the move, and that one fouled off. 2 on, 1 out. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. 3-2, they take the lead. So digging in, Jonathan India. Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here.
Now pitching.
Tyler Holt on to pitch out of the pen here. He's been someone, at least in the early going, that they've leaned on. And that's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, right field. Perez on the move. Makes the catch for the second out.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Massey in the box now. Takes strike one.
That's the ball.
Fouls away the first offering. Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out towards right center field. He's got it. And that's the third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here in Detroit as we go to the last of the third. Parker Meadows. Up now for the Tigers.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
And there's a foul ball. That one pulled foul. Got him swinging.
Well, that's the money maker right there.
What up? How are you?
Down and away from a same side throw as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Here comes Gleyber Torres.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
And a foul ball.
Good to hear.
Here's the 0-1. On a line. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
1 out. Runner at second. Spencer Torkelson now at the plate.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
This one in the air center field. Isbell under it. 2 away. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Fly to left his first time.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Center field. Isbell under it. And the inning is over. On to the fourth. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. High in the air, out to right. 1 away.
Up next for the Royals, left fielder.
Back to the top of the order. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Isaac Collins. 1 for 2. Collins in his second season, 28 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Ball.
That one misses. Ball 3. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Royals, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Vinny Pasquantino will hit next.
First baseman Vinny Pasquantino.
Collins, the runner at first with 2 gone. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And out 2 aboard.
Up next for the Royals.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Perez in the box now, takes strike 1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 on, 2 outs. Here's a 1-2. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. It's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off, you'll see another.
Ball.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. you can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Two down. High fly ball out to center field. Meadows should have this one. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Royals 3, Tigers 2. Ready to go, bottom four. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Well, these Tigers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and
the relay to third. He's in there.
that's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Javier Baez digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Left field. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. The tying run is in to score from third.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Jahmai Jones. Oh, great stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
Go-ahead run on base. Wenzel Perez, the next to hit. Up the middle. Slinging it to first in time.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Now, Colt Keith. In the air to left center. Brings it in, and that's the inning. Tigers grab one on this RBI double. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back at Comerica Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, these Royals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The other way, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited. Like
here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Tyler Holton is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher on now, Kyle Finnegan.
Number 67, Kyle Finnegan.
Next to hit, Michael Garcia. Fastball for a strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Man at second. On the ground. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Oh, I hate these buttons.
And now the DH.
Oh, I hate that. I did not mean to do that.
Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Now here is Michael Massey.
Thank you guys for joining the stream today. I appreciate all the support.
We're at the top of the fifth.
I hope I can win this game for you guys today.
Fought off foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And the 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here's Thomas.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And there's a base hit to left. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Isaac Collins. Golden opportunity right here. This one in the air, center field. He's got it, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. In to score from third, and they lead by 2.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
My pitching is a problem.
With the next hit, takes low for a ball. First and second, 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Gliding around third is India. Safe. It's 6-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running, rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
First and second, 2 outs. Vinny Pasquantino now at the plate. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. 1 run across. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's 8-3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Showed a willingness to drive that. The opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
A.J. Hinch makes another pitching change. Kyle Finnegan won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Definitely have my work cut out for me.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Grant Herter.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now it's going to be Salvador Perez. Man on second, 2 down. He swings and fouls one off. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the
About time.
But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. Last half of the 5th coming up. Royals 8 and the Tigers 3. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Outside, that's a ball.
That one back up the middle and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Torres in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
One out man at first. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. He's already homered in this game. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one becomes property of the beast. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they cut into the lead. It's 8-5.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And that one becomes property of the beast. They go back to back, and they close the gap. It's 8-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Tigers, shortstop Javier.
Now it's Javier Baez. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay, safe. He beats it. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Jahmai Jones getting ready to hit. And that is out of play. 2 outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball left side. Slides for the stop to first. What a play. Inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-6. Back here in Detroit. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Kyle
Leading
Isbell
off
will hit
for
next.
the Royals, center fielder Kyle Isbell.
And the 0-1. Foul ball. That one to first. Torkelson takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Royals, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
So up next, Michael Garcia. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Royals.
Really nice job
designated
staying
hitter,
up the middle with his approach. He
India.
didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's the Royals designated hitter, Jonathan India.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
No, that's down. Ball.
2 balls, no
That's the
strikes
ball.
to count.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Runner on the go. Out towards right center field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Cut off, throw to third. Pulls into third safely as a run scores on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
In the dirt. Tag, and he got him. Great throw.
That'll drive your coaching staff nuts. First you try to move up when it didn't roll that far away, but then trying to get back before they throw you out anyway, not going to go in your highlight reel.
Just
That missed. That's the ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. The 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I'm going to need to score like 15 runs in this game to win it.
2 down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. Stays alive. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Royals pick up 1 on this triple. It's now 9-6.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Mears.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
In the air out towards right center. Thomas on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Tigers.
Now it's the DH, Colt Heath. In the air to left center. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers.
At the plate, Parker
center
Meadows.
fielder, Parker Meadows.
Towards first, Pasquantino. He'll do it himself and talk about efficient. 3 outs on 3 pitches, and the inning is done. Down in order go the Tigers. So the deficit remains 9-6. Back at Comerica Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Lane Thomas steps in for the Royals. And it looks like he wants to go through. Signs again. Brennan Hannafy comes on down.
I'm playing this game as I'm dealing with something in real life through like text messages and stuff. Something happened at the neighborhood store that I live at, and a guy I know got hit in the head with a wine bottle. And so I'm just making, I don't know what's going on.
This one in the air. And the first baseman makes the catch.
Up next for the Royals, left fielder Isaac.
It happened a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. I just saw the video today. He's in a coma still, apparently.
Check swing called strike. And that is strike 1. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Just misses with that one. Base hit, and that's a 1-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Collins, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And now 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Stepping in, Vinny Pasquantino. Ball. That one is absolutely belted. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. So with 2nd and 3rd occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. Kyle Isbell, the next to hit, 1 for 4 with a double.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, He could bust this game wide open. Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. That one missed.
That's down. That's a ball.
The Royals trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. In there. Got him.
Wow.
Went back to the changeup, and it was successful.
Let's go.
The Royals wind up leaving them loaded, and they won't add to their 9-6 lead. Back here in Detroit, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, and as you can see, Boog, they've been giving out some souvenirs for the fans in the left field bleachers. The pitching on the other side doesn't adjust. There might be more on the way.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Torkelson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Tigers.
So up next, Dylan Dingler. That's to third. Good feed. That's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left.
I have pretty much a rule playing my franchise that I swing at the first pitch. If it's like in the zone or pretty close, because I don't want these games to last that long. They last already an hour or longer if I might get interrupted with my phone.
Steps in for the Royals.
That's a ball.
Comebacker to the mound. The throw to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Jonathan India now at the plate. And it's fouled away. Yo, one. And that one is inside.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
This to third. Jones on to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
For the Royals, second baseman Michael Massey.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Michael Massey. And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Here comes Lane Thomas. Knee high. That's in for a strike. Brings it in for the third out. Royals 9 and the Tigers 6.
Now pitching for
Back
Kansas
now,
City.
new pitcher. The mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Lucas Ursig. He last pitched 2 days ago. This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. And they're chipping away. It's 9-7. This crowd has really come alive. This place is loud.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Javi Baez digs in right side. On the ground to third. One pitch and one out.
Great job from the first baseman to get a little dirty on the play for the catch. Just because it looked easy, that doesn't mean it was.
Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers. 0 for 3 in this one. Foul ball there. And now the 0-1. Ball. That one hammered but pulled foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there.
It's so stupid.
Nicely done with the slider right there.
Perez at the plate now. That's ball 1. Out towards right center field. Thomas gets under it, and the inning is over. Detroit making up ground with this homer. It's
Now pitching.
Troy Melton on to pitch here. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
That's inside ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 2-1 is high.
That's a ball.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
That one pushed foul. 0-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Collins gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So the call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. 1 out man at first. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Hit hard but foul off to the left. The 0-2. Grounder might be 2. 1 at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 8-9 1-2 up in the bottom of the inning.
Well, we might as well just go win it. Let's go.
Tigers 7. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes.
19 hits given up. Yikes.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Matt Strom.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now it's the DH, Colt Heath.
Nope, ball.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next,
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that 9th inning knock right there. Coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting streak did he wait until the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
1 away.
up next for the Tigers, second baseman,
Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
Whoa.
Another homer. His second home run of the game.
That's a clutch hit in a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that. Who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power, dude, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right.
He's hit 2 home runs already.
Be careful against him with that one.
Let's go.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Slice to right, down the line, and it's foul. The 1-1. swing and a ball hammered left field. This one's got a chance. And that one becomes property of the Beast. Another one. Back-to-back homers. That's his third home run of the game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
A one-run game as this one ends 10-9. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
All right, guys. Well, I'm off of here. I got to go to therapy and take my dog out. So you guys have a good day. Thank you, guys. That game was amazing. Hopefully they win it like that tonight. Or no, I hope they don't win it like this tonight. But yeah, that was a lot of hits too also. So anyways, peace.